Yeah. Yeah, thanks for bringing us down right beside the most haunted room in Edinburgh.
Welcome to my dungeon.
I know, Laura, your house. I knew this is how you don't age.
Well, we're in Edinburgh just now, but you're bringing this show back to Scotland later in the year. So first of all, tell me about No Show.
Okay, so I had to be honest with this show because over the years I've brought a show to the stage, especially to the Scots, and I never get to see the show. They put their hands up. I've got to, work with them and try and get the show done at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm a teacher and they're unruly kids, and I'm trying to do. So I thought I'll call it No Show. I don't know what it is. It's probably why I do stand up, because the audiences just keep giving me stuff. Like we had an American on stage the other night, and he was in Edinburgh, and he was a lovely guy, and he had a deep voice. And I went, "Oh, are you single?" He went, "Yeah." And literally the women in the room went, "Oh." And then he went. And my best friend is my dog. I don't know if he was doing this. And they were like, "Oh," and he went, "And it's a Labrador." Oh. And the women went, "Oh." So there was a woman called Siobhan at the back who kept putting her hand up and asking me stuff. A girl in the front, right, because this guy said he was single, a girl in the front, she's about 22. She said, "My mum is Siobhan," the girl at the back waving, right? I went, "Oh, is she?" "Yeah, and she's single as well, yeah. She did very well in a divorce," she says to your man.
No way.
Yeah, so I'm not even doing this now. This is the mayhem that gets caused.
You were like the Irish Cilla Black.
Yes, exactly.
Basically the bionic man.
Yeah, the ironic bionic man was last year. That's right. I was talking about me stents, me lungs collapsing, which is probably not the best place to be right now. But thanks anyway, Laura.
Don't cough.
No oxygen. This is what I said to my stent professor. He put the stents in, and that evening I said to him, "When will I gig again?" You know what I mean? As if I was in some sort of horrific accident and I'll never, be able to function. And he went, "Next week." And he said, "I didn't make you worse. I made you better. I unblocked you. I didn't block you up more." I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." He goes, "Yeah, you'll get better and better and better." So now, yeah, I'm even healthier.
Your dad, your stories about, he sounds amazing. Yeah. And you did your show about him as well, the Paddy Lama?
Yeah, it was the Paddy Lama, yeah, we did that. And we brought it back to Ireland, and we did it in London, and it was me dressed up as my dad, right? And I'd never done theatre before. My dad in a shed at the end of his garden, right? My dad never threw anything out. So all that. And actually, when my dad passed away, we went to the attic, and we found 4 big black bags of shredded paper.
What?
Yeah, he had shredded paper and kept it, right?
Wow.
And I said to him, "Why did he keep that?" And my mum says, "Oh, he was afraid somebody would put it back together and find out his stuff." The man had no money. So he was a very funny man, dry wit, loads of advice. Like his main one was, "If you worry, you die. If you don't worry, you die anyway, so why worry?" Which was brilliant. And then my favourite one, which is loads of people can use this, "Don't tell people stuff they don't need to know."
You were very sociable, because you said that's how you think that you probably got into this. When did that translate onto stage then?
Well, I watched comedy on TV loads, right?
You loved Billy Connolly.
Yeah, and Billy Connolly was the one I seen live first. People go, "Oh, when you seen him, you must have thought, oh, I want to be a stand-up." It was the opposite. Because I was in the boxes. We had snuck in. I still owe Billy 2 tickets, by the way. We snuck into his gig, and he'd be proud of that. So crying, laughing, right? And then afterwards, the very words I said was, "I'd never do that." "Oh, how did he do that on his own?" We went to comedy shows in Dublin, and I entered a joke competition, which you write them down. The MC read out the joke. I won, and then afterwards I went to collect my prize, which was a hat. And my mate said to the guy who was in charge, "He wants to do comedy." And I went, "No, I don't." My mate was only joking. And then the guy goes, "I'll put you down for 5 open spots."
What?
Yeah, so I tried it, and then I never stopped. And that was when I was 24. And now I'm 52. It was just like, I'm waiting for my real job, by the way, to ring me now and go, "Okay, that's enough now, guys. Can you get back here?" Because I was a lighting designer, like in a warehouse, doing lights.
Coming off this, Edinburgh, going straight into tour, do you ever go, "Enough"?
Yeah, but I kind of have to keep going. It's like somebody walking into an office and going, "I've had enough of this." And people go, "Where are you going?" "I'm leaving." And then what are you going to do? "I don't know." And they could do a U-turn and sit back in their seat.
It's your job.
And just go, "I suppose it's my bloody job. I have to." So I have to. Look, it's still great, I get breaks. I go home, like if I'm on tour.
You're still going strong, and we are delighted with that.
Thanks, Laura. And I promise to haunt this place in like 200 years. I'll still be here. Going, "What's your name?" And people go, "Did you hear that? Where are you from? What's your job?"